Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be doing a review of pro player versus pro player. Now again, when I make these videos, I don't automatically assume that I'm an amazing player, right? But I am going to analyze the games to give you guys a gist of what the pro players do in order for them to win their games. So this is going to be F2TEKKZ versus Gorilla for the PGL FIFA 19 Cup in Bucharest. So let's get this started. So I'll get some audio for you guys here so that you guys can hear the gameplay part. So I'll just turn that on right there for you guys, and then we'll lower that, put that right here. There we go. So again, right off the bat, you can see the difference between the two teams. Very much the same. So you got Ronaldo on one side, Ronaldo, this is R9 over here, Ruud Gullit, Patrick Vieira. Left side might be Eusebio. Right side, I'm not sure who's on the right side. That could be Neymar, possibly? No, it's not Neymar. That might be Eusebio, actually, because Eusebio is a really, really good card to get. Alexandro is a very typical fullback to get because of the high work rate. It's fantastic to have, right? Paolo Maldini as one of the center backs. Maybe Rio Ferdinand as the other one. Probably Kyle Walker as the right back. And then the same vice versa, right? So on the other side, we actually have Messi, I think. Oh, no, I'm pretty sure that's Ronaldo as well. Patrick Vieira, Pele. So they're using Pele in this tournament. So Pele, and then there's R9, so on and so forth. So that's usually the cards that people use in these tournaments because they give them any option. You can use whatever card you want. So yeah, let's see what we're going to see going on here. It most likely both players will be playing 4-2-3-1. Narrow, because that formation is really well balanced in terms of having two CDMs, which most pro players will be using Patrick Vieira and Ruud Gullit. And then they'll have the three cams, and then they'll have the striker, right?
In this game is pivotal. If Gorilla can take a lead going...
So you can see the 4-2-3-1 setup right now in the yellow team, which is probably Gorilla's. Two CDMs, three cams, one striker. Same thing for the other side too. This is Kyle Walker on the right side. Four at the back, two CDMs, three cams, one striker.
That second leg is going to be very interesting because sometimes Tex, given he's only 17 years old, sometimes that mental side isn't as good as someone who's been around the block like Gorilla. But then sometimes it works.
Yeah, so Gorilla, he does the aggressive defending because his players kind of make up for it, right? So his player kind of tracked back really well there. Block in the middle as he should do. Transitioning very well. Sees the guy up top over here. Probably if he... So again, you always got to watch for these balls right here. Because once this pass is made, it has to be switched to this player right here to block this angle right here. Because Tex is probably one of the best players in the world to really utilize that finesse shot. So you could see that as this player is transitioning from the outside to the inside, that's probably what he's going to be going for here for the first time shot. Yeah. So let's see if Gorilla actually uses goalkeeper here. Because sometimes you could see that already happening. Yeah, so he did move his goalkeeper.
Performance last week was that he said, you know, maybe go back a few months ago. I would be scared of Gorilla. I would be scared of Mr. Sai. I would be scared of all these big names. The way that the qualification process is happening now, with, you know, you play your Swiss style.
Here's Ronaldinho in his team.
I'm not scared of anyone. He's qualified for all 5 events that he could qualify for, Richard. He is simply fearless. Went and won that tournament last weekend. Went and won
go for that side pass.
He's back again this weekend. Whether it's $5,000, $20,000, even more, it doesn't matter to him. It's just FIFA. He wants to get a trophy.
Nice. Beautiful.
He's actually scored.
That's a beautiful goal. Very nice.
Even more.
So, Gorilla, very good player, obviously. What he does here is once he gets the drag back angle, Tex predicts the finesse shot far post. So you can see that he actually moves his goalkeeper, but Gorilla, playing against pro players consistently, knows that that's probably what people are going to want to do. So that's why he goes for the opposite side here. Gullit commits a little bit to the left side, giving Ronaldo that space to commit to the right side, right? Because of the overcommitment there. And again, you can see the goalie movement of him going upwards, but then his Ronaldo, he just shoots to the left because he knows that that's probably where he's going to want to move. So very good goal.
Gorilla, nice little finish into that front post, and he's cued the pause straight away. Tex, he's not happy with something that he's seen in the opening 7 minutes of this game. Be very interesting.
Yeah, Rio
to see
Ferdinand, Maldini
Gorilla
is
playing
usually the
narrow
dudes.
in that 4-1-2-1-2. He's playing a 4-2-3-1 Gorilla, the same formation that we've seen from him throughout the tournament. Just moved on to see.
Interesting. So you can actually see their tactics here because he shows it on the screen. So press after possession loss. His width is on 5. His depth is on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 depth because, again, he likes aggressive defending. So it works out really well for him. Offensive style possession makes a lot of sense too.
See press after possession loss as well.
This tournament's been so much better from Gorilla.
Okay, so he's using Tierney. He's actually using Tierney. I can see why Tierney is a used card because he does have very good stats, except for, I think it was the jumping or something, or the strength that I wasn't a huge fan of. But he has them because of that pace, right? He has the pace, and I think he may have the work rates too. But the rest of the team's pretty typical. Courtois. Surprised about Courtois, to be honest, but everybody's different. Everybody sees De Gea, Courtois, and they're like, okay, this goalie makes more sense than this goalie, but people really like Courtois this year. I like De Gea a lot. I think De Gea is a really good goalie, but he does palm the ball away. Oh, there you go. You can see his team right here. Right there. So similar team, right? But he's using Alexandro instead. David De Gea is the goalkeeper. He uses R9 as the cam. He uses R9 as the cam, whereas Spencer...
Press after possession loss as well.
Spencer uses Ronaldo as well.
Possession loss as
well. Yeah, uses Ronaldo as well.
This tournament's been so much better from Gorilla Lola.
R9 is a good cam because of his work rates. His work rates are, I think it's like medium low or something, so it's really, really nice to have that in that position.
Went out in Swiss style format and
what's TEKKZ playing?
Get your into the back of the net. 1-0 up in this two-legged game in this UK battle, and we'll say it again and again. F2TEKKZ 1-0 off.
I'm just gonna put my headphones so you guys won't hear the replay here. Sorry if you can hear it in the beginning of the video.
Won the last game they played yesterday in Swiss style format, 8 goals to 2. Both pulled themselves through though through that Swiss style format, and TEKKZ is still unbeaten at the moment.
So you see, like when they transition their players upwards here.
Through that Swiss style
Watch. So
format.
Ronaldinho pushes upwards. He instantly makes him go back into the bottom side. Right, overcommitment there, uses him, goes back to the bottom.
Still unbeaten at the moment. Went 4-0 in Swiss style. But
doesn't control his CDMs yet because it doesn't make sense for him to control his CDMs. His CDMs are in a good position.
I'm telling you now, I know the guys on the desk said, you know, F2TEKKZ would probably be favoured at this moment in time because of his recent performances and how confident he's been, the way he scores goals. I think he's only conceded 9 goals coming into this one, scored over 20 of them. So scored quite a few as he has a shot there. That's safe.
Regular shot there. Yeah, it's not worth like using the goalie there.
How confident he's been, the way he scores goals.
Not from that angle.
Conceded 9 goals coming into this one, scored over 20 of them. So
not worth using the goalie.
There, that's safe. But Gorilla is a world champion.
World champion. Multiple events that he's won over the past. One of the most successful FIFA players ever in terms of event winnings and trophies at home.
Lovely passing.
There's a reason that
beautiful.
A lot of people, even when he's not playing well,
really good burst of speeds from the skill moves.
Yeah,
he did really well there. That's a wide pass.
Possession, but picks it back up. But you know, you think back to those times where he came in, like 2015.
Trying to get his players back into position here.
I believe it was around the just play like a legend time where, when it was only back then it was still a lot of money, $3,000 for a first prize finish.
So it's never worth making these passes here. Again, like I make these passes sometimes too. It's never worth making these passes because the space between the player making the driven pass and the space between the defender and and his attacker here it's too big, right? The fullbacks will aggressively get this ball back.
Still a lot of money.
Right here, this is never worth doing.
$1,000 for a first prize finish there. And he just
especially Alexandro. Alexandro's really good at like committing for that aggressive interception.
Red Eye talking about earlier about when he first came into the scene, he was like, he was a nobody at first. Everyone starts out as a nobody as such.
Wide pass.
In such a short period of time,
Alex, that's the type of stuff that you get saved from, man.
Huge figure. 100,000 plus.
When he's the one that has to stick out his foot. It's not really the person doing it. Ooh, that's a beautiful flick. That's a beautiful flick. This is very, very good reaction time from Gorilla, right? So he reacts to the deflection right there and then flicks with his right stick. Just a nice little, right? Just to get that ball in the air to commit to that side. Volleys it. Could score it because the volleys are really effective this game.
UK esports player as well, not last year, not this year, the year before that.
2017, yep.
You know, he's won a lot.
He's going to go for the near post.
He's a world champion.
He's going for the far post.
Interesting. Experience, the ups and downs of a competition. He knows it all. He's experienced it all.
That's the bottom, yeah.
Now he's moved across into that other room as well.
Gonna cut back inside, yeah.
Edge of the box, all the way
That's
to the
a
back
shot.
post. Oh, just jabbed it in the end.
All these semi-finals taking. Now he's moved across into that other.
This is beautiful FIFA. I love watching this.
Competition, he knows it all.
This is why defending is such a huge part of FIFA, right? So like when he gets into this position,
now he's moved across
right here, you need to know that he's gonna cut back into that middle, because you look at a given situation and it's either Ronaldo finesse shoots it like near post, right? And you know the defenders don't do a good enough job, but he's gonna want to cut back inside. He does the really good thing here, right?
He's experienced
when he gets the ball right here,
now he's moved across.
He does a scoop turn to gain that momentum, right?
Into that other room
does the step overs, because once you do that one step over, you can transition really clean. You do the step over to make the defender commit, and then you transition back into the inside. So over here, he can actually decide to hit a finesse shot from that angle, because with an R9 facing away from the goal, he can hit it from here to that top right side.
Finesse if he can.
Because you could see that he actually, TEKKZ actually moves as a goalkeeper here.
Into the box, all the way to the back post. Oh, just
a little bit, you know, assuming that he's going to make it.
Place in the more TV-esque part studio of the PGL arena. So, once again, stepping up in camera value, lights, production.
Difference is, though, this is Gorilla's first time in this area.
The gameplay of the tournament looks really good, though.
Yeah.
TEKKZ is experienced and he's played.
I don't see, like, guys, even if you're using really good players, like obviously we get emphasis like online sometimes, but like this gameplay right here, the players are they're not really emphasizing the ball too much. It's not amazing, but it's like, it's playable, you know.
He played the whole of day 3 of that EA broadcast.
See that? The way that Hullet pushes this ball is not like really heavy. He's just doing it. You know what I mean? Look.
Games. And he played the whole of day 3 of that EA broadcast.
See how it's just like boom. It's not you know.
Last weekend is that finesse.
Yeah, it's a good angle to do the finesse too.
Games. And he played the whole of day
first time pass, first time finesse. Boom.
Is that finesse?
Those are really hard to time, by the way, because there's a really small gap of being able to make the pass and then putting enough power and timing the shot at the same time to hit it.
Whiskers wide.
Yeah, Courtois knew where his goal was, always going wide. That one, he's going to play it long to Ronaldo every single time, and that's the first time I've ever seen Ronaldo beat in the air, but Gorilla does reclaim possession. He's going to play wide to Ronaldinho.
It's smart to do that when you have meta players, because when you do a goal kick, your attacker is more prone to winning the ball in the air than the defender.
One of his favorite players.
It's usually like that in most 1v1s for those situations.
He's just so good, that prime Ronaldinho.
That was beautiful.
One thing I noticed as well, I don't know if you saw it.
When I was chatting
over here, if he just goes for a regular dribble, here, he doesn't get possession of the ball. Like if he just touches it normally, his opposition will get it. So what he does here, he does the fake shot so that he can push the ball forward and then hope for like some sort of tackle or something. Really good.
In the Swiss style yesterday, Gorilla's got some sort of like hand warmer. Is it a cooler or is it a hand warmer?
It's a fan.
Is it just a fan?
It's a fan, yeah.
Sometimes I know some players get like a cold, and obviously there's not a warmer there, but some players get cold hands. I could see that, but he had like a fan.
I get cold hands all the time.
Blowing cold air.
Just getting him. Everyone has their own preference. You know, a lot of players have a towel normally on their legs just to ensure they can get the best grip possible on the controller. I know Janos uses like.
So this is a really good thing, actually. It's a good thing to learn, is that it's the fake shot in a direction and a scoop turn in a direction that gains that momentum. Because if you just dribble the ball normally, he won't gain that momentum as quickly. So because he's using players like Ronaldinho and Ronaldo, they just transition really quickly from the skill move because it's so fast.
Ripped like GL for his controller as well.
Yeah, I was saying his hands sweat a lot while he's playing, so he's got that fan there just to keep blowing cold air onto his hands.
You know, like a footballer, looks after their feet, got to look after the hands as any professional.
Yeah, you wear shin pads.
Yeah, so TEKKZ defending is aggressive defending as well. He doesn't really care about the position of his players too much, but he does a really good job at aggressively defending to get the ball back. So you'll see that once he loses it here.
He's got that fan there just to keep blowing cold air onto his hands.
You know, like a footballer,
right?
Looks after their feet, got to look after
over here, overcommits, but gets the ball, right?
In the game.
Because he's overcommitting there, because that's Patrick Vieira. So if he's pushing Patrick Vieira out of position and Gorilla starts utilizing that space that Patrick Vieira is pushing out of, could work out really nicely, right?
Prepared to the real life game
pass it back to the goalie.
Players, of course, you know,
nice.
Outside of the...
That's a good angle to pass it back to the goalie. Sometimes it's actually ideal to just shield the ball, get possession of it, and then pass it back.
Sports that go and like break the finger or go and do something
He's not going to win
Also
that.
didn't
No
need to do,
physical.
and the next thing you know,
That's the problem with using
there's
players like
these
Pele,
ones that
Ezebu,
qualify
and
for
stuff.
tournaments as such, but
And they'll never win those balls in the air.
in this one at the moment, 1-0 to Gorilla. In the first leg, it is TEKKZ in that red strip, if you didn't know already.
Oh, beautiful. TEKKZ does really, really well here. So what he does is he does the half drag back. So basically it's when you hold R1 or RB and you just flick your left stick once in the opposite direction your player is looking. So if your player is looking this way, you would flick the left stick in this direction. The reason why he does that is to get that little small pocket of space to make that one pass that he sees here in the middle.
Qualifying for tournaments as such, but in this one at the moment, 1-0 to Gorilla.
Right here, you'll see it.
First leg, it is TEKKZ in that.
So there's this little gap of space right here. He makes that small little drag back so that he can make this pass.
Didn't know already, a big Liverpool fan.
But then Patrick Vieira, obviously, very good CDM.
Well, no, he already is. He's going for that EPL for Liverpool. Of course, playing for the F2 after they picked him up after the incredible run at that major in FIFA 18, the Barcelona champion.
In these situations right here,
at the moment, 1-0.
This one right here.
Fan, I'm sure. Well, no, he already is. He's going for that EPL for Liverpool.
You have to. It's once you make this. If you make this Y pass over here in this gap, that's fine. But you have to wait for your players to like push forward, or else you're gonna make a pass like this.
Of course, playing for the F2 after they picked him.
Right? Because it's better to wait for your fullbacks to get into better positions, your CDMs to get back into the better position to transition a little bit better. You know.
Up after the incredible run at that major in FIFA 18.
Patrick Vieira, man, is the star of this freaking game so far, man. Both teams.
Yeah, these guys are the big ones for our FIFA scene. You know,
first time pass, yeah. Might be looking for that middle pass. He's gonna go for that finesse. Finesse. So this is the pro player aspect right here. His two CDMs are out of position, so he has to decide if he is gonna finesse it far post because it's R9. He's gonna hit a really good amount of power. Is he gonna finesse this far post, or is he just gonna shoot this with regular power near post, or am I gonna commit with my one defender here forward because I know that I don't have that space? But if I make that overcommitment, I have this extra pass I can make over here on the side.
You know, the cult heroes as such that are
very surprised he goes for the lob pass there. Very, very surprised. I get it because Ronaldo's very good in the air.
The cult heroes as such that are followed by
yeah, if the ball was a little bit like a little bit shorter.
Play competitive FIFA because of these guys. We need people like these guys in the scene.
That's a Y pass.
Can continue to be at all
the use the middle again, probably
to build their fan bases because they're bringing more viewers into.
So it's good to do the fake shot right here just to get the ball in a really good position. So you make the Y pass.
Can continue to
5-star weak foot on Hullet. Nice little Y pass there.
All the events and to continue to
fake shot. Stop the ball. When you stop the ball with a fake shot, you look in the direction of the opponent's goalkeeper. And then that way it gets him in a better angle to make a better pass to the CDM.
Because they're bringing more viewers into this scene. They're bringing potentially more players as well in there. And I don't think there's a better story than TEKKZ.
That's a Y pass.
Someone that went,
I was going to pass back to the middle.
That is the age to be able to
compete
in these tournaments. There's that finesse, great punch by Thibaut Courtois and TEKKZ. Someone that went, you know, 60 years of age. That is the age to be able to compete in these tournaments. There's that finesse, great punch by
I don't think he moves on there.
6'6"
But Courtois is a good goalie to get to it.
With his goalkeeper. Every single time it seems though he's got the positioning perfect when he is playing it with that manual right stick and just moving him just a couple of inches here and there on a couple of occasions just to get it perfect.
Oh, we need to get his CDMs back into position here. Patrick Vieira is now occupying the spot of the left back, and then Tierney has replaced Patrick Vieira.
So
playing the CDM now.
Finesse shots. He's watching the near post.
Overcommitment there. Now he has one CDM. He can do like so. This is all reaction times, right? It's like your brain needs to be operating. This is why I hate online gameplay, because it's when the gameplay is slow, it's not about reaction time anymore. If he wants to right here, he can do the half croqueta, drag the ball, and then accelerate it in the opposite direction to get that pass off to Hullet here.
Ronaldo, look at that back post he can find.
See? Because he wants to make that pass. But if it responds right here,
he's watching the near post.
Half croqueta, because the full croqueta is side forward. The half croqueta would be side, accelerate to that side, make that pass upwards.
Ronaldo, look at that back post he can find. I went for a back heel, but
it's all reaction time though. All of that is reaction time.
To Mike Labelle after that Desario win, that it's a guessing game. You guess where your opponent's going to go, and sometimes you've got to take the risk. Sometimes you can either stick or twist. If you don't.
So wide pass, first time pass, maybe over there.
Letting your opponent have that finesse shot.
That's what I'm saying. That
don't use that side.
With the
Patrick Vieira defending well.
Moving your goalkeeper.
Unlucky with the deflection there. That's a bad place to give the ball away.
Guess as well when you're around the edge of the box in possession. Where's that time
finesse shot
going to go? Where, like, for example, right here. There we go. So he wanted to try and go to
I like that. I like TEKKZ does really well here, actually.
Moving your goalkeeper. You've got
this skill move would be very helpful meta-wise. I think it's a 5-star skiller. He does the velocity flick. Could go for the finesse. Gorilla moves Courtois a little bit, predicting the finesse, but then he actually does the skill move. Because this skill move, on the volley, the shot is really accurate with a lot of power. So if he kept on pushing Courtois to the right side, he could score this opportunity.
There we go. So he wanted to try and go to the other corner, but disguised it near enough, and Courtois.
Oh, he actually does well there. He goes the other direction.
Keeper, you've got to make them guess as well when you're around the edge of the box in possession. Where's that time finesse going to go? Where, like, for example,
when he did that skill move, he went in that direction still, predicting the movement to the right side.
Right here, there we go. So he wanted to try and go to the other corner, but disguised it near enough, and
probably a full-back pass there. Nice little A pass to the bottom or the top.
Little flick up thing.
Oh yeah, he goes for Ronaldo because look, the attackers, watch the attackers, always win it.
Move the direction of the ball. Early on in FIFA, we saw the El Tornadoes.
Ronaldo's the only one that could do that, by the way. Good luck doing that with anybody else.
Every other goal, El Tornado, bicycle kick, El Tornado.
Unless you're using like Lewandowski and stuff, but then you're missing a lot of other aspects, right? This is a really good game so far. They're defending well. They're attacking really well.
At this stage, Gorilla leading 1-0 at half-time. Don't know if many of the predictors
see Gorilla's.
Let's see what we got here.
Of the game played already, of course. Two-legged match, you can see.
Okay, so stay forward on the cams. All three of the cams.
Screen now, you had 4-2-3-1, Richard, the formation. Will we see any changes to custom tactics, or
just put his two?
Does he use inverted on his fullbacks?
Gorilla's tactics, Gorilla's team on screen now. You had 4-2.
Stay forward. Okay, so that's he's doing a really good job there. So instead of telling his 3 cams to stay forward, now he wants his left cam and his right cam to be on balance. So balance means that they will still offer defensive support. He has stay back while attacking and overlap. Wait, does he have that on the center backs? Man mark on the center backs or the CDMs? Yeah, so he's transitioning to balanced, which makes sense. Ah, so his CDMs. Sorry, it's just really fast here. Cut passing lanes. Not on stay back while attacking. Patrick Vieira on stay back while attacking. That's smart because his Ruud Gullit is on high medium work rates. So it offers him that extra attacking support. Interesting. So he has stay back while attacking and overlap on his fullbacks. Yeah, really good tactics actually, given the situation. Switch to man mark for CDMs. Neymar's a good switch there actually.
One thing I know,
5-star weak foot, you know, wants to put him on the right side because
the F2 is
really good to have that 5-star weak foot on the right side.
Kind of needs just to put an arm around and just say, right, TEKKZ, come on, come out of the playing area for a little bit, take a rest. He's just been chilling on the sofas for a few hours. I've seen him obviously get some food, ensure that he's.
That's a really cool skill move combo. So this is the half Coquetta scoop turn.
Come out of the playing area for a little bit, take a rest. He's just been chilling on the sofas.
Half Coquetta, get that angle, scoop turn on the inside for that momentum. Really good.
Get some food, ensure that he's preparing as best as possible. And I think that's what the difference is. You know, F2TEKKZ, sometimes the guys can get down here last weekend, of course, still won and still work for him. He normally says to his mum, don't come to the event. Just let me get on. Just let me get on with it. But like that helpability, I think, has been key for him. Just to take a step away. And I remember against Fiddle, the game against FC.
Gorilla's tactics for his defensive line is the ideal tactics, but you really need good center backs to use those tactics, man. Because if you're using Virgil van Dijk, that's just not good enough, man. Work rates and pace, defensive power, power in general, like through physical, like having higher depth is the more ideal situation to put pressure against people when they want to go for those finesse shots.
Cincinnati's fiddle a game ago. He was getting so.
Oh, he could have, if his player didn't make a really shit pass here.
Against, fiddle, the game
TEKKZ could have been through.
Cincinnati's
His
fiddle,
player makes a really terrible pass there. But he does do a back heel, so it doesn't make sense.
Because he drew 0-0. Then he was like, just calm down.
Almost
You've got another leg. Just calm down.
Would you say that father figure almost
inside him?
Oh, that's that touch. He shoots this. He shoots this, man.
Just calm down. You've got another leg. Just calm down.
What a pass. Great job there, TEKKZ. Really good pass. Oh, that's too slow. Oh, wow. Nice little pass there. He moves his center back. See? That's right there. He moves his center back. Got that little wide pass right there. Oh, that's unlucky, eh? See, this is the thing, right? This is RNG. The reason why this is RNG is because his player can actually sharply touch the ball, right? Instead of dragging the ball. But that is completely down to the game if they do it or not. So, in my opinion, right here, TEKKZ deserves the goal. Let's watch this normally again. Let's see when Gorilla switches to a center back here.
Then he was like, just calm down. You've got another leg. Just calm.
Yeah, so he's using his center back here, right? Which makes sense because he wants to block this guy.
Down.
He already should have transitioned off at this point right here. He should have transitioned off. So I think he stays with him, and that's what gives that space to Ronaldo. His Ronaldo has to take a sharp touch here.
Yeah, almost.
Sharp touch. He reacts, and he's right to react because this got to sharply touch the ball there and then shoot it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Going to go, but at the event, just to calm him down, relax again. You're good enough. You've got enough natural ability, natural skill. You don't have to.
That's completely RNG. It's either they sharply touch it or they don't.
Stress yourself out.
Good aggressive defending there. Really good aggressive defending. That was really, really good there. No CDMs in sight.
Relax again. You're good enough.
Watch. No CDMs in sight. Right? He's overcommitting with Patrick Vieira here. No CDMs. Watch what he does with the fullback. Uses him, boom, transition right in. Beautiful.
There's never really been someone that
enjoys that coach behind.
The only one I can think of is Sean Allen when he obviously
got to use the middle. Yeah.
TEKKZ at the G-Fin Elite Series season 3
unlucky.
potentially. Yeah. You were there.
More close friends, I'd say, than the coach.
He had to get an angle there. If he does like a half croqueta here,
TEKKZ at the G-Fin Elite Series season 3 potentially,
or like a fake shot to get inside and then make that wide pass. Just he had to get that angle because he's facing away from the player and then hitting it. He's facing that way and then hitting it there. So. It's not this angle to hit it well.
And the great thing about Gorilla is, speaking in our kind of like talent area where the broadcast team have just been watching all the games over the last few days. Onset said,
nice croqueta there.
It's so hard.
That's a foul.
In a game
That's 100% a foul.
Yes, it's football every year, but some things change. We saw the time finesses this year.
Utilizing the fullbacks, perfect. Probably going to use Hullet here.
Top level,
top.
Every single year. There's not many players that can do that. And
overcommitting there, so it's good.
Bruce Granick, Alfonso Ramos.
Going to go back.
Al-Shiri.
Yeah, Abdel-Shiri,
really lucky there.
At Gorilla now, who's in that bracket. He's making all the
drag touch by Ronaldo.
He's normally placing.
That's a good finesse.
All of them off the bar. Another chance on the volley. Courtois just decides right.
First of all, Courtois could catch that, right? Second of all, finesse shots, man.
You're looking at Gorilla now.
You got that angle right here. Saw Ronaldo in that position right there. First time, boom.
Placing very well, and all of them off the bar.
Does he hit this in the green? He puts too much power. These are really hard to get, by the way. It's the first time finesse from the turnarounds.
Who's in that bracket?
Needs to be nerfed, by the way, because it's garbage, but still.
He's making all the tournaments. He's normally placing very
well. Hits it in the green too, just too much power. Tip over when he could have caught it.
Decides, right, I'm just going to flap that over, but TEKKZ really putting on some pressure now.
Yeah, as you were saying, to be consistently at the top year in, year out, it takes a huge amount of
lovely
skill.
Almost got that angle there, man.
Yeah. To be playing this game hours a day.
Wide pass downwards.
I think both of these players have got the same.
Utilize the fullback. Oh, he does way better there, actually.
It's not really. Obviously, the global series rank game.
I like that. He does really well here. Spencer does really well here.
Yeah.
To be playing this game hours a day.
I think both of these players.
Over here, I would have made a ball roll on the inside, and then or on the outside, and then made the pass to the fullback there to utilize. Because it's always good to utilize the fullbacks when you're using the 4-2-3-1. But he actually one-ups that and does the drag back. Beautiful. So he does the ball roll part.
And dedication.
Yeah.
To be playing this game
Does the
Now,
ball
was it
roll,
that-
but
I think
instead
both
does the
these
drag
players have
back.
got the same
Ball roll, get the
almost
angle to
ethos
overcommit.
there. It's not really
Beautiful.
about the prize
I love
money, it's
that.
not really, obviously, the Global Series ranking points
TEKKZ defense very different from everybody, dude.
are helpful, but it's more about that recognition.
Aggressive defending, and his players will go utilize the space that he's aggressively defending. When he pushes someone out, his players will go occupy that spot right away. He pushed out Kyle Walker, Patrick Vieira is now playing right back. Pushed out Tierney, Hullit's now playing left back. You know what I mean?
Them trophies in the cabinet. When you come to retire, when you've come to put down the control and maybe move into a different role in esports or move out a different role completely, to be able to look back, you're not going to look back in FIFA 26 at how many Global Series ranking points you got in FIFA 19.
Looking at the trophy cabinet.
But you are looking at the trophy cabinet, at the checks on the wall that you've got hung up. They're the memories that you create.
Those player
Near
collection
post?
checks, obviously, going from $3,000 to 200,000, Richard, in London.
Near post to drag the guy out. Nice.
2017, Grill obviously being the winner there.
TEKKZ actually uses his goalkeeper here. Really, really good play by him.
$1,000 to 200,000, Richard, in London. And what a special event that was in 2017.
Oh, he does well there, man. That's a GG right there. He sees that he chooses Ronaldo, and he uses his right stick to commit to Ronaldo. Watch this.
Watch
his goalie.
Collection checks, obviously.
Watch this. Watch this.
$3,000 to 200,000, Richard, in London. And what
Switches to Ronaldo, instantly moves his goalkeeper to Ronaldo.
Grill obviously being the winner there.
That's smart because when the cursor is on top of the player, that's the player that the crosser is going to go aiming for, right? So it makes sense for him to overcommit his goalkeeper to that side because a goalie has his hands and he'll be able to catch it if he goes in front of him.
Punched out by
really smart there. I like that defending by TEKKZ.
Of Gorilla. Pull it. Back to Vieira again. He looked to open up that pocket space on the edge of the boxes. We're so used to seeing or saying Ronaldinho. Where's he going
For the record, totally cool goalie movement from corners.
be going? You've got to say the way that the skills have been implemented.
Anything to avoid conceding a header that is completely luck-based, I'm totally cool with.
Game style have been superb. A lovely scoop turn there.
Oh, that used to work in FIFA 18, man. Little heel to heel with the driven shot.
Separation to get that shot off there.
God, can't overcommit
I think
there.
the key thing from this game is that I overheard a conversation from Gorilla.
That's a wide pass.
I'm going into this game
That's a wide pass and a half right there.
I'm not going to play the same way because I made a number of mistakes in that game.
Middle pass.
Going to lose 8-2
Beautiful.
overall.
Pass
That's
downwards.
key. If you can notice that something's not working or you need to adapt to a different
he tried to get
player,
that finesse shot angle.
you can either be negative and you can be stubborn
See?
in the way you
See how
play.
TEKKZ defends? He overly commits, but he doesn't care because his player will go and get that spot back. But look, overly committing again.
3-1. That's what
Kyle Walker's back in position.
I play. There's my tactics. There's my, that's the way I play. You've got two options. You match
Very different defensive style than a lot of
against your
people.
player, or somehow you make them adjust to you. As I believe
You have to be really good at defending if you overcommit your players.
As we were saying earlier.
Yeah, I think it was Ivan on the analyst desk. The best players, they make the opponent match them. They make their opponent change their formation, their tactics to play against them. Look at someone like Dito. If you're playing against
Fullback's going to use the left cam,
you're
yeah.
going to adapt. You're going to play possession.
Middle
you're gonna
pass.
play into his hands.
Middle pass. Wide pass upwards, yeah.
Goal in this, or maybe an equaliser, I should say.
Wide pass probably.
The TEKKZ. He's going to play that threaded through down the line. Yes, he is.
Gonna wait.
Oh,
no, he crosses it right away.
Into the box. Oh, R9 if you were lurking on the
He
box
crosses
there.
it right away.
Got in front of
Fair
Hurst.
play.
He could
Wide
have had
pass.
an equaliser
Yep.
there. Would have been an open goal.
Overly committing his players again.
End-to-end FIFA in this UK FIFA clash.
Really well. Defends really well, excuse me.
Behind, with Ronaldinho.
Nice cross there.
in this
Ooh, what a
game so
pass
far
by his player.
It's just been.
Oh,
the
he's
Gorilla hasn't let
offside. No.
difference in
What
this
a
game
pass.
so far.
Oh, it's unlucky. Pelly
It's just
overcommits
been-
there.
The Gorilla hasn't let Tex play.
Yeah,
He just hasn't let him play.
really suffocated him when he's trying to get in behind, get in down the lines with those sort of through balls. You can see Sergio Busquets there, the scream. Sergio Busquets on the bench still has that 90 pace, so very, very usable as a CDM. And the two changes coming on. Messi, Johan Cruyff
Interesting.
making an impact.
He puts Messi.
Messi
He
in
puts
that
Messi on the right for the left foot finesse. He puts Cruyff in the middle for that physical presence and just beast card in general.
Roll as we. Well, no, he's
Messi's
right
an
down
interesting
there, right
one
down.
though. That's an
Probably
interesting
three
one. I don't know.
left
I don't know
on
about
that
that
left
one. Who did he?
Name on.
Who did he switch out?
Two changes.
Let's play.
You can see Sergio Busquets there, the scream. Sergio Busquets
He
on the
switches off Neymar for him.
bench
Really?
still has that 90 pace, so very, very usable as a CDM. And the two changes coming
Oh
on.
no, he didn't.
Messi,
Okay.
Johan
Neymar on their
Cruyff
left. Oh, I was about to say, I'm like,
making
switch off
an
Neymar.
impact.
Messi in that cam role.
Neymar is a sick player to have in that position,
yeah,
or that
cam.
situation.
For obvious reasons, been cutting on that left foot, and Neymar's still pretty energetic on that field. I think he's only lost like 10% of his energy or 20%.
You got two players though there, your central cam and your left cam, Neymar and Cruyff, both 5-star skill, both 5-star weak foot, so they can go
Good scoop
either
turn
side
by Neymar.
on the finesse.
Use the right stick to push, fake
inside
shot, transition.
the
Ooh, that's a shot right there. Yeah, that's a beautiful goal.
The substitution of dreams from huge.
Beautiful. I love that. I love that.
Both 5-star weak foot, so they can go either side on the finesse shot, cutting inside with the left.
Texas aggressive defending kind of screws him here because he leaves too much space in the middle right here.
Can he open up on that finesse? Cruyff, ball roll or two as the shot.
Does his player tackle here? Hold on.
The finesse shot.
Let's just see this first. Let me see if he tackles here. Let me see the commands. Uses center back really nice there. Yeah. No commands for a tackle, so I don't know if he actually did it himself. Gorilla does well here though, because you'll see from this play right here. Doesn't do the goalie movement. Interesting. That's just Johan Cruyff capabilities. I think Johan Cruyff has a 5-star weak foot, good finishing, good composure, so he's definitely going to bang that. Driven shot to the bottom left. Really, really nice goal. Tex actually predicts that he's probably not going to go for the finesse, which he does really well in predicting.
From huge Gorilla.
Nice goal though by Cruyff. That was a sick goal.
For Gorilla. We talked about Cruyff.
Look at that. Just look.
He's got that
ball roll on the inside to get that angle. Bam.
9 times out of 10, the player will open up his body and try and finesse that into the opposite corner.
Oh, man.
He's that 1 out of 10.
Feels good, man. No finesse shots this game.
Into the near post, in off the post.
That's the types of goals you want to see right there. You know what I mean? That's nice, man. That's some proper football.
We asked,
I love that.
Something else in his locker? Of course he has. This is Gorilla we're talking about.
It's a wide pass, yeah.
UK player
beautiful.
on FIFA.
Lovely goal, but kickoff. But kickoff. Always remember that. But kickoff.
Has he got something else in his
How does this player's move here?
This is Gorilla we're talking about. Arguably
wide pass.
The best UK player ever on FIFA.
Outside the boot.
Let me see. If he uses Patrick Vieira here.
The best UK player.
Patrick Vieira. You know what? If he transitions to Patrick Vieira quicker here, maybe he actually gets as well.
Player ever on FIFA.
Outside the boo! There we go. Tex has arrived in this tie finally. 79 minutes on the clock. And that's the goal. Maybe just might have brought him back a lot.
I like that though. Just regular power shot near post. I like that.
He's trying to take that title away from him.
You've seen a number of
kickoff though, boys. Still very much a thing. If you guys play this game, you guys just know, like, the way your defenders move is just, they're a bunch of idiots, man.
To this level that we're seeing at the moment. On this FIFA, yes. But every FIFA is different. You know, people are forgetting back to Gorilla when he was dominating the scene.
Oh, Patrick Vieira with that physical. Tierney's not going to do shit against that physical.
Dominate the scene like Tex is right now. Since Gorilla did it.
Oh, he got that space. Oh, he's going to switch. He's going to go for the switch, yeah.
You know, down the line in months' time, Tex picks up that.
Lovely pass. Nice pass there, Tex. Might go for the middle here. Oh, he goes for the cross. No. You know why he goes for the cross here, though? Because if this goes to his striker, right here, you see how Ronaldo's running in? It just, when you're running in and then you hit the ball, the accuracy of it is sick. Because he could go for a wide pass there. Or even like a driven pass there to Ronaldinho.
The season, of course, goes that way, but at the moment, 2-1.
Ladies and gentlemen, this right here, this game right here, these two guys, this is proper FIFA. Right? Forget these finesse shots and the goalie movement. These two right here, this is how you play FIFA.
What a first game for him.
Finesse shots and goalie movement, except for goalie movement on the corners, need to get the hell out of here, bro. Because this right here is football, man. Love this. This is a good competitive game to watch, man. These are the two types of guys you want to watch.
I am here still. You know, I may have went out in the Swiss style last week, but
Nice little wide pass there. He's going to utilize the middle. Yeah, he's trying to. In those positions, it's not worth going inside and then crossing it. It's better to look for that extra physical presence in the middle of the pitch.
Over the two legs.
Yeah, he didn't play that great either, did Gorilla. Me and Paul were commentating that game. And
nice little pass there, yeah.
Great.
Pass
Gorilla,
downwards.
he just got over the line in the
Beautiful.
End, a couple of mistakes from Destari, letting back into the game, and Gorilla.
His player almost screws that up, but he scored. He passed it with his weak foot, so it makes sense. Beautiful.
You can only get better from there on out.
Half drag back. That's smart. He does the half drag back because if his player commits, the ball goes out of play. I like that.
He didn't play well, but he got over the line.
Right here, watch. He does the half drag back. Player pushes the ball out.
One more attack now. Added time to come. I'm going to guess maybe 2 minutes. 3 minutes.
Switches to his ultra defensive tactics. Close out the game.
Just game management now. Get yourself into that.
This is just one leg.
Sure, he's probably got a text or two coming in from Tass as well, or something like that, just saying, mate, keep it up, you're playing great.
Yeah, dude, Texas defending is insane, man. Like, he overly, like, we're talking overly commits, man.
Giveaway possession, Grill will be saying, but Tex, you're still in this. Only need one goal to pull it back as we head into.
I do appreciate it, though. It's manual defending. I like that. I like that. That was a quality game to watch, man. That's some proper football right there. These two guys, man, sick players. Love that. But that is going to conclude the video for today, guys. There is another game as well, but this video is already like 40-something minutes long. So I hope you guys did enjoy this gameplay analysis. If you guys enjoy these types of videos, be sure to let me know in the comment section down below. I'll be sure to upload more of these. And we'll see you guys for the video tomorrow. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys. Thanks so much for watching the content. You guys have yourself a good one.